So this video is going to be about businesses, but I'm just going to tell a quick story before we get started. I remember hearing a quote like a long time ago when I was probably a kid saying the average millionaire has 7 sources of income. So while I was in school, while I was a teenager in college and whatever, I always thought I'm like, I need 7 businesses so I could become a millionaire. I want to become a millionaire. Like 7 businesses is the magic number. So I always thought like that's what I needed. And when I finally started my first business in 2020, I was still looking at other businesses. I was doing good in my real estate wholesaling business, but I was looking at other businesses I could get into. Like I was satisfied, but not like I wanted seven or multiple streams of income, basically. And that's what I thought I needed. I thought I needed to do more. I needed to scale this one business while also getting more. And eventually in 2022, I connected with somebody who was killing it in an Airbnb arbitrage. And that's where you rent a house from a landlord and then you put it on Airbnb and you like make passive income. Passive income, it's still pretty active, but passive income. And this is, when I was wholesaling actively. So all my money was active income. I'm like, oh, passive income sounds nice. So I made the LLC and did everything. And I quickly learned that it was pretty much impossible to balance both. I was trying to cold call landlords to get rentals and cold call sellers to get wholesale deals, and it was really tough. That LLC was open from April 2022 and closed in December 2022. So like just that year. And I realized I'm like, okay, like that business kind of sucked. I'm gonna stick with wholesaling. And while I was doing that business and wholesaling, I also started an Amazon e-com store. So at one point, I had 3 businesses running at the same time, and there was literally no reason to start this e-com store. I look back, that's probably one of my biggest like business regrets is starting that store. And I just thought I'm like, hey, I need more income streams. I need more ways of making money. And I wanted to tell people that I had multiple businesses. Like I'm like a serial entrepreneur, like a serial business owner. Like look at me, I have 3 businesses. And I started that business at the end of 2021 and it was a complete disaster, this e-com store I'm referring to, and I lost about 20k, like 18 to 20k on it. Disaster. The Airbnb one, I probably lost around 2k. So like we're talking like 20ish k for both. And yeah, it was just like a nightmare. Both were. I mean, the Amazon one was a nightmare. The Airbnb one was just like I never did enough to like do it. And while I was focusing on those 2 businesses, all my bills were being paid with wholesaling. So like I'm splitting my attention 3 ways, but one of those ways is paying for everything. What's even crazier is after I closed out these businesses, I then started another business. So I might have had 4 businesses going on at once. I think like they were slowly stopping and then I started a new one, but I started another one at, like basically in 2023. And then I closed out the other one. So in 2023, I had 2 businesses, but it was a marketing agency. And this one I actually ran for almost a year and a half, almost 2 years, ended last year in 2024. And this one had all the right intentions. I actually made decent money from this business. I had nice clients. I had a business partner. We had really good employees, but it was super time consuming. The nature of this business was almost impossible to like fully systematize. It was just time consuming and it needed a lot of people involved. And although I was making money, wasn't enough to live on, especially when you have a business partner and expenses where you have a business partner, you're splitting everything 50-50 and then you have expenses. So I would say like 75% of my attention went into this marketing agency and then 25 went into wholesaling. I was still wholesaling. I still had employees in my wholesaling business, but 90% of my bills were paid by wholesaling. And it's like easy to look back at that now and be like, bro, what are you doing? Like, why are you working on this business when all the money you're making is from the other business? But like in the moment, it's hard to like reflect on this. And when I had the other businesses, it was still hard to reflect on this because I wanted to have more businesses. That's what I, just assumed. I had this like weird mindset about it. So I don't know. I went through that for a while, and eventually I exited out of the marketing business. I just gave it to the partner, and I realized a couple things. One of my biggest takeaways was like the marketing business sucked because there wasn't a lot of overlap. There wasn't a lot of synergy between business one and business two. At least with the Airbnb arbitrage business, there's a little bit more synergy between that and a wholesaling business. Like maybe you talk to a seller that's a landlord and you could do that, but even then still not like a crazy amount. And with the Amazon e-com store, obviously there's no synergy. and the businesses can't help each other. So the sum up why I told that story, during the last 5 years, it took me way too long to realize that if I had spent all that time, money, and energy on real estate instead of doing those other four businesses, I would have had done way more. I would have had made way more money, and been way less stressed, because obviously there's a lot of stress involved with other businesses and managing them and losing money and turnover with clients and all that stuff. So that was like one thing that I realized. Man, imagine I just spent like all those hours on just wholesaling. I would have done so much better. And I realized that one good business is better than four mid businesses, or like four mediocre businesses. And seven businesses is honestly completely unrealistic unless you have like some crazy systems and you're consistently doing like seven figures and have like a whole team, then maybe. But it's just like, I don't know why you would want to have seven businesses. And it's just like why, like I would rather just have one good business that's making consistent money and like paying my bills and doing well and scaling and closing deals. And to this day I still see people trying to start multiple businesses, and I always, whenever I hear about somebody trying to do this, I always think about my experience and like the lessons I learned and kind of just what I went over in this video. And every time I hear somebody that is like, oh, I have five businesses, I'm like, okay, you're not good at business. Like, you're like, I just can tell, like, you're not, just by the way you explain like your business is. Like, it's just this weird flex that's not like a flex to anybody that's in business and has gone through similar things that I've gone through. And another thing is, if you are starting multiple businesses, you want them to have a synergy. For example, a really good synergy is a real estate wholesaling business, or like whatever investing business, and then a real estate marketing agency, where maybe you use the marketing agency in your real estate business, and then you could like have proof of concept and stuff like that. They reflect on each other. And that's a good way of having multiple businesses. But to sum up this video, focus on one good business that's proven. If you start another, try to keep them in sync, like I was saying. But in my opinion, you're better off just having one business. Like, there's no reason to have two mid businesses that just over leverage and overstretch you, and you could just have one successful one. Focus on the one business. It's a video, it's a quick one, just a little bit of a ramble, but that's my experience. Let me know if you agree, and good luck in your business.